What up, YouTubers? Let's go round up the whole network of people.
All right. All right.
We talked about stocks too.
Oh, that was last week. You crazy man. Crazy. All right. Oh, no, and now I can't stop it. Well, maybe I can stop it because I need to figure out how that. What the heck is going on? Let's see. About me. What's up, my friend? Settings. I can actually make live stuff. Oh wow, look at all the stuff you can do. This is crazy. I could be a hot chick with a hat on. This is. I mean, all this stuff is. You could do all this stuff live. Could I be Khloe Kardashian? What's up, y'all? How are you? Hey, if you saw me this morning and you came to the website, now you get it. I was laying it on pretty thick too. Had a couple of trades I wanted you guys to take. I have a trade that works every single time. I don't know if you heard any of that part of the conversation. Oh, I don't know what I'm trying to do here. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to figure out how to alter the TikTok thing. So, hey, so if you're listening in, we had a pretty long overnight session. If you guys are with us at the schmooze, we saw the pivot that changed the nature of the entire market last night at around 8:30. And that's exactly how it happens. And we have a mantra here at my website as a shorter that has lost more money shorting than most people will see in their lifetime. Shorting is short lived and they're going to die. It used to be shorting is short lived and you're going to die. We're too smart for that now. We understand that the market corrects and crashes, but it's generally a V bottom away from turning around and crushing shorts that overstay their welcome. I, on the other hand, it took me 30 years to realize that shorting is short lived and I'm going to die. So now it's shorting is short lived and they're going to die. That's the difference now. And how do we know? VWAP. It's as simple as that. We have a tool which is tells you algorithmic buying or selling. So if let's call it the government, right? You don't want to fight the government, right? Or they, right? They control the market. We don't control the market. We are victims to what they want to do. But will we be victims any longer? No, because now we have this blue line that tells us that they are buying and we don't fuck with them. You fuck with them, you lose. F around and find out. Well, try to be a shorter in a market that doesn't go down. See, now you just said to yourself, but it went down the last couple of days. Yeah. But then you always remind yourself it's shorting is short lived and they're going to die. And then you come in today and you say, well, what happened to that crash? Well, what happened to it is that we crashed. Past tense. Last night, we got smoked. And the Qs went to just 2 points away from where we thought the crash could go. 587.44. We were looking for 584.72. Almost got there last night. You don't even know that happened if you weren't paying attention. But as a trader who actively does this, you were paying attention. And you do understand. And that's why yesterday the shorting was already over. And then you fast forward to this morning, and if you're sitting here going, well, I thought you said the market was going to crash. And what's it doing now? You want to debate? You want to talk about what things might have been said or what was predicted, or you want to make money? That's the question you should ask yourself. And the answer is, I want to make money. So then you go back to a trade that the guy who's been telling you works every time, that's me. I have a trade that works every time it shows up. Not just once in a while. Every single time. What's the track record? 100%. It hasn't failed to provide a winning trade going on 4 years now. So you want to debate whether Bitcoin's going to crash and take the market down and blah, 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 where we're going to be on Monday, or you want to live in the present moment as a trader who trades reality, or you want to have a debate? You want to waste your brain energy on what you thought was going to happen or what is happening? So go back to the realities of trading. What are we looking for? I'm looking for the market to sell off. And it did for 3 whole minutes. And then it held the orange line, reminding me that shorting is short-lived and they're going to die. And then it became a long trade. And then it tested that same exact level and became a long trade. And then it faux show broad and got back over the VWAP, became a long trade. You going to debate? Or you take the trade that works every time, like Reddit, right? So I came in thinking, I'm going to short Reddit. Why? Because it's gapped up on earnings. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means that people will probably take profit. How do you know they're going to take profit? If it breaks that blue line and the orange line. And guess what it did? It broke the blue line and the orange line where you put the trade on. You say, okay, well, the market doesn't seem to be selling off right now. So I'm going to go back to the trade that works every time. Right? So what you thought was going to happen isn't getting validated, but what you thought was going to happen on this trade is being validated by VWAP. Then, see, this is how you trade. This is if-then statements. If the stock does what I think it's going to do and it gets confirmed by VWAP, then I will place the trade. Place the trade. Where do I think I'm going to go? I think the stock will drop 2.5 points over the next 5 minutes. If it drops, I will cover some. If it breaks a new low, I will cover some more at the 4:45. What happens if you're wrong? If I'm wrong, I will cover for a small loss. But you know what? We weren't wrong, because earnings reports that break VWAP and break prior day VWAP tend to go down. And if they reverse, meaning they go red, like Reddit did, you make even more money. But then you go back to the rule. Shorting is short-lived and they're going to die. So on the way down, you cover some more, you cover some more, and then you place the stops at the levels where you covered, and inevitably you're getting the hell out of the trade. And you say to yourself, wow, that trade does work every time. Yes, it does. And then you go back to Roblox, right? And again, the chart's spoiling the surprise, but I'm going to short Roblox today. Why? Because you don't like the company? No, I don't even know what Roblox does. They reported earnings and the stock is green. If it breaks the blue line and the orange line, I know that most of the time that will be a continuation to that side of the trade. So I'm going to short that when that trade sets up, and I'm going to take the money because I know shorting is short-lived and they're going to die, not me. And look what happened to this trade. So the guy in the back that's just trying to figure this thing out, right? He says, right? I'm online every single day, but I'm glad you're pointing that out. I'm online every day since 2007. But okay, whatever that guy just said. Does anyone else notice these traders were not online yesterday when stocks were down? Bro, I know you just met me. Rethink what you said, get to know me, and I'll give you 3 days and you'll apologize. I've been doing live trading since 07, but that's cool, man. That's all right. I guess you don't know who I am. It's all right. Everybody gets one. But here, take a look at this trade. So here you are. You're getting paid on the downside. But the lay trader, the layman, the uneducated trader thinks that you can get into a trade and just stay in the trade. I'm going to push this button. The money's going to mysteriously appear in my account and I don't have to do anything. That doesn't exist. There's no algorithm, right? There's no scanner that does that for you. There's work involved. It's a job, right? But this is the greatest job ever because you're getting an advantage to trading, right? So you're getting, why am I getting in? Cool. You're getting a confirmation of the why, VWAP break, multi-day VWAP break, and then comes the work part. Taking the profit, knowing that shorting is short-lived and they're going to die, and then being savvy enough to understand, hey, wait a second, we just made money on the short. So if the shorts are going to overstay their welcome, that means it's going to go back up. And yes, you get to cover your short and then go long. And then that trade gets wonderfully confirmed by the 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal to the upside. So while the layman or the uneducated, ignorant trader who doesn't use VWAP intraday is sitting here going, but you said the stock was going to go down. It did, sir. And we took the money. Well, I didn't get out of the trade. Well, then that's on you because you don't understand VWAP and you don't understand market mechanics and you have no discipline. But that's okay because this now will be the last day you have that conversation. This Roblox trade is your wake-up call to the realities of trading. What goes up sometimes goes down, then it goes back up. I don't got anything to rhyme with that, but then it goes back up. It goes back up. And then sometimes you know what happens after that? It goes back down. That's the sick thing. And then sometimes when they go back down later that day, get this, they go back up. Sick. And then sometimes even after that, then they go back down. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. But you want to sing along with me? You want to sing along? And again, I'm a little bit upset right now because my bearishness did not allow me to participate in the long trades today because I came in looking to short. I got paid. I've cashed out. And I've missed a huge opportunity because I was looking to buy some Coinbase. I was looking to buy some MSTR. I was actually looking to buy some Bitcoin. I was looking to buy some IREN. I was looking to buy some other stocks, and I'm not doing shit about it. But you know why? Because I did my job, and I got paid on a trade that works every time. And you guys want to sing along? It goes to the tune of the 10 Little Indians. Dun da da dun da da dun da 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 dum bam boo da boom Scooby Doom baba dooby doo boom baba doo baba ding baba dooby doo. Ba-ba-dee-ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo. Ready? Here we go. 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. The only trade you ever have to take. One more time from the back. 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. The trade hasn't failed in years. All right, don't forget to tip your bartenders. If you're drinking, don't drive. If you're driving, don't drink. My name's Kenny Glick, and I'll be your host for the greatest trading environment ever, where you could be buying stocks, then selling, and then selling, and then buying again. And then you know what, friends? You could be buying, then selling, and then selling some more, then buying again. Or you might be buying, then selling, selling some more, then buying. I know that one's confusing, but sometimes you're selling what you're buying when you've already sold before, but you've actually bought. And that is incredible when you're able to do that, my friends. And all that and much, much more brought to you by Volume Weighted Average Price. And you too could stay sane as a trader while everybody else is confused and deranged and mental and, of course, delusional. You too could be making money in the market. And you can tell your mom you've got a real job. So now you're asking yourself, Kenny, you're so savvy. Why do you let your stubborn bearishness get in the way of profitability? You know why? I'll tell you why. I'm an idiot. That's why. I'm so damn bearish, I chose to boycott buying stocks today. What? Give me a break. And I wanted to buy, and they're not at the prices where I wanted. You heard me yesterday screaming about, I'm dying to buy this Coinbase. But then it was opening up 9 points higher from where I wanted to buy it. And then it dipped and it ripped without me. And then it dipped and ripped without me. What am I going to do? I'm not going to chase it. Even though I probably should have got in 13 different times already. I wanted to buy CoreWeave, right? Right? What am I going to do here? I got the one chance that I had 15 minutes to react. I chose not to buy it. And it goes up 8 points without me. I'm going to buy it now? That's insanity. If you know it's a chase and you still chase it, you're not just delusional, you're clinically insane, right? If you have a trade like I do that works every time, and then this trade is maybe you got a 20% chance of success, here's an easy answer. You want to wait for something that always works, or do you want to take a 20% chance of something working? Doom, 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 doom. I'll give you the answer. Wait. Wait for the trade. And there might not be another one all freaking day. And that's why we sing songs. And today is Joy Division Day. You guys like Joy Division? Well, I'm going to see an alternative rock band today. And they do deep cover alternative music from the 80s. Who's down? Anybody living in Jersey? Let's go party tonight because I'm going out. And I'm already fighting with my wife. She's like, you're not going to smoke weed, are you? I'm like, I probably am, honey. I probably am. But you smoked yesterday? I'm like, I know. And I went 31 days without smoking. I'm pretty accomplished. That doesn't mean you should be smoking every day now. Doesn't it? Doesn't it? You guys married? 25 years I've been having this conversation with my wife. To the guy, right? I'm a 55-year-old guy. I wear hooded sweatshirts and I still smoke weed. I'm a loser, right, guy? Still living with my mom. I feel silly right now not being in this Coinbase. Sitting here debating, cultivating, analysis paralysis. But you know what? I refuse to chase. So you got to deal with your choice, right? But my choice was good. I chose Reddit short, Roblox short, and let me show you another trade, AFRM, right? Missed it, and then look what happened. You got another chance at it, and again, this was a tough trade. But if you were sitting there waiting for it, and then you saw that happen, that's the finger of God, roll over, multi-day VWAP, and then it breaks the 1 minute. There's your choice being made for you. Because anytime you put a trade on, as long as you have your risk parameters, so if you're short in VWAP break here, you know you're getting out on that spot right there if you're wrong. And then the targets would be the bottom of the day, and you got paid again. I could see we're just going to be sitting here all day watching this market go up now. Sucks. I hate when I feel I mean, I'm not losing money on any shorts right now, but I feel like I am. Because I'm a true bear. I could feel the pain. I'm an empathic bear. There you go. I feel the pain of my brethren. I can hear them screaming out there, but I thought, oh, but Bitcoin, oh, prolonged wars, oh, Trump, oh, we're going to war with Iran, interest rates, my cousin's uncle's friend says he can't find a job, None of that matters. Market doesn't go down anymore. It has corrections and crashes, and then it turns, and then everybody wants back in immediately. You can't fight it. I don't know if there'll ever be a prolonged bullish environment. But I tell you something, friends. Some people think a sideways market is bearish. Sideways markets are the greatest market. If the Q stayed between a range of 587 and 638 for the next 3 months and have these monster swings every 3 or 4 days, you know who's going to be making money? We are. The portfolio guy, he'll be still sitting there waiting for his stock to break out. The short guy will be still waiting for the stock to break down. You know who's making all the money? We are. I do think gold's going to go back up. But anytime something gets caught up in a parabolic move, it has to crash, and now you need consolidation. But I've been a shorter of AGQ, and it's been a pretty damn good trade. I'm still making some calls because there's no freaking way this thing's going over 550 anytime soon. But if you guys know the word microcosm, you guys know what that is? A small sample of a larger thing, right? Today, trading is a microcosm of everything you'll ever need to know about trading. A trade that works every time, confirmation of bias using volume-weighted average price, understanding market mechanics, understanding that trades can work and that you have to get out, a la the Roblox and the Reddit. And obviously, if you were shorting the Qs, it worked for about 2 minutes. And if you watched silver yesterday, it was crashing in the overnight session. Like literally, AGQ is at $90. This thing's at 130 now. Good luck trying to hold short. You are going to get hammered. So as we're debating about what was said, oh, I thought you said the market was going to get crushed today. I did say that. I know I said it. I'm the one who said it. But if you listen to the rest of the sentences, what was said? If UVXY is green, if UVXY is above overnight highs, then we will probably be crashing. Now, Blanche, for my next question, is UVXY green? Blanche. Is UVXY green? Blanche. Is UVXY approaching yesterday's highs? Is UVXY at the overnight highs? And if you can't cheat from the kid sitting next to you, the answers are no, no, and no. And
that translates into we're not short. Get it? That's trading. Live in reality and you'll make money. Trade on something that you heard or maybe somebody said, irrelevant. You could take anybody's commentary under advisement, but then it needs to be validated by algorithmic volume-weighted average price trading. If it's not, you're on the wrong side of the trade and you're going to lose. You want to make money or you want to debate about what things were said and what things may or may not have happened. You trade what is happening, Blanche. What is happening. And what's happening is Coinbase is ripping. MicroStrategy is awesome. And if you bought some open with me, come on. We're loaded up on open. Let's go. You know you are. You waiting for me? Don't wait for me. All we need is 5 extra cents now, Holmes. And if you need a little more of a gentle reminder, I want you to take this Roblox trade, right? Take the Roblox chart, right? I want you to take a screenshot. You guys have printers? Anybody still have a printer? I don't even know. Does anybody use printers anymore? You got a printer? Huh? Take a snapshot of this trade, right? Anybody got a stapler? And staple it right to your face. Because this is trading, baby. Woo! You're never going to be on the wrong side of a trade. You trade without VWAP, you're lost in the wilderness forever. You trade with VWAP, you're going to see the market as clear can be. Right? Sing it. I can see clearly now, the VWAP's here. I don't lose all my short trades anymore. Used to think shorting was the way to go. Now I know. You want to debate? You want to debate whether Roblox was a good cover and you're going long? Print this chart out and staple it to your skull. Shorting is short-lived, and you're going to die. It was nice. We had some follow-through the last couple of days. We got 2 points away from a target that nobody in their right mind, except for me, thought we had any chance of going to. 587.50, 2 points away from the sickest call. And it happened last night. What are you going to do about it? You're going to sit here still waiting? When Iran is ripping and MicroStrategy's blasting off and Roblox is faux show broing, crushing shorts, and Reddit we covered at the lows at 142.50? And you're still debating what to do here? Come on. Woo! It's the greatest trading in the history of ever. It's never been like this. There is zero fear of missing out. There's a trade coming every minute. Once you know how to isolate risk and understand market mechanics. Anybody who's still short Reddit clearly doesn't have a clue of what you're doing. 150 got us 147.50. 147.50 got us 145. 145 got us 142.50. Cover on the way back up. 145 breaches, you're done. Shorting is short-lived. And if you're long Roblox, now you're hoping for more on the upside. With the guy over there, well, you said the stock was going down. It did go down, guy. Look at him. He's napping over there. You just came for the Milanos? I ate them all. I ate all the Milano cookies. They're all gone. I ate the Danishes. I only left the ones with the raisins. Ugh. You want to debate? You want to debate? You want to make money? That's the question you should be asking yourself every day. And once you understand that you're never going to be able to stay short over any extended period of time, you will understand what you're witnessing today. But again, it's not about me. It's not about the understanding of that. It's understanding that VWAP is telling you, shut your bearish mouth and join in on the winning side of the trades. Because we've been going straight. It's been a straight accumulation for the last hour. You know, try to short a market. You had your moment, and that could be it. And those overnight lows that we saw yesterday that flirted with those prices that nobody in their right mind was talking about, the 9-month VWAP, we were, you don't see it on the chart here, but I'll show it to you on the, let me show you on the minute chart. If you can see my charts, if you can see my charts. Last night, we were just 2.5 points away from a most epic call. But then what happened at 8:30? What happened? I'll show you what happened. Bitcoin happened. And like it or not, Bitcoin is controlling the tech market right now. You got a fake out, shake out, V bottom, VWAP break. You can't be short any longer. And then it gets to the prior day VWAP. And then it consolidates above today's VWAP. Breaks prior day, tests from on top. No one in their right mind who has any inkling of what they're doing is short. Unless you're delusional / psychotic. And you will be broke in a week. Good luck staying short. Good luck. So, as we debate whether what was said or not said, or what you're witnessing, or what you think is going to happen, irrelevant to trading. Nobody cares about what I think, you think, or anybody thinks. Take your idea and let it be validated by VWAP. Then you could say, hey, man, I told you. Great. I'm great. I'm glad you told me. So I hope you guys are kicking as much freaking ass as you should be kicking this day. Because I know most of you guys are bull market psychos, right? I'm the only bear in town. You were all dying to buy the dip in Coinbase, and I was bearish and I wanted to buy that stock. MicroStrategy, Roblox. Now let's talk about the stupid Amazon trade. Anybody back in? This trade made sense to me because it's still red and it broke under VWAP. But I wasn't looking to sell it because it was already down. And then a faux show bros. I made some money. And then look what it just did. You got another faux show and a bro, and now you tested from on top. So if you guys are still on the Amazon long, way to be patient or way to re-enter. Nice job. And if you're long the Reddit, gold freaking star, extra drink on you in Vegas. Who's coming? Don't forget to text me. And if you need my phone number, just email me. That's right. KennyGlick at AOL.com. That's my email address. It's crazy. Crazy. He wears hooded sweatshirts and he has an AOL address. You can't trust this guy, said somebody this morning on the internet. But if you would have been shorting Reddit and then covering and going long, or shorting the Roblox and covering going long, now you know the truth. And the truth is VWAP, the only truth left. And if you're coming to Vegas, get your hallelujahs and your amens ready, because I'm going to be putting on a gospel freaking choir recital of VWAP. So sleep well Monday night, my friends, because we're banging it out live at 8:30 in the morning, West Coast time. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen from the guy in the back? Finally listening to what I tell him to do. Oh, there's a good question. I will explain the faux show, bro, to you. You ready? Well, let me show you in all the wonderful ways it showed up today. Ready for this one? On the QQQ. This was the faux show, bro, from hell. Because I was hoping it wasn't going to happen, but it did. Get rid of the red lines. I'll teach you how to draw red lines on February 21st. And if you are interested, February 21st, I'll be doing a clinic, a VWAP mini symposium live. Saturday, February 21st. It's a members only event, but if you're interested, contact me. Maybe we'll let you in for a small fee. So you see the orange line, you see the blue line, you see this candle. The market wants to have you lose money. And the best way to have you lose money is that it breaks lows, and then it goes back up. Because people place their stops at prior lows. For instance, the prior low here, prior low here. But when you're using multiple time frame VWAP and you get a fake out where it breaks that recent low, holds it, tries to rally, rolls, breaks another low, fake them out, shake them out. But in this case, if the shakeout area is prior day VWAP, that's telling you that they're just trying to fake you and shake you out. And then it became a monster buy. And then here, they did it again. You see how it breaks the recent low, comes right back, breaks over VWAP. So these moves, the reason this faux show bro trade works so well is that morons like myself who think shorting is a viable way to trading for more than 3 days a year, they get trapped like rats. Ooh, it's breaking down now. Is it? Or is it faking you out, shaking you out? So the shorter dummy that I am, I get short right here because, oh, look, we're getting rejected at VWAP, we're rolling over, breaking a new low. The long trader who is pretty confident, he loses his confidence, he sells, the shorter gets short, and then within 3 or 4 minutes, the educated trader, that is me, who realizes shorting is short-lived and I'm going to die, I realize, oh, wait, that's the faux show. The long just got out. I just got short. I better join the winning team before I get my head caved in. And that's why the trade works so well. So if you see it break a new low, then comes back, then breaks VWAP, buy it. And then look at this. Just for good measure, the market tried to do it to the longs again. Breaks VWAP, breaks a new low, then comes back, breaks VWAP. And what's so lovely about this trade, it's so lovely, that if you're buying the VWAP break, the trade identifies the risk for you. For instance, if you're buying this VWAP break, you're in. What's your stop? The bottoms of these two candles are your stops. And then you go back and you see if there's anything nearby, like the prior faux shows, clearly identifying, okay, I'm buying at 602. And if I'm wrong, I'm going to sell 601.61 and 601.32. Clearly identifying your risk. And then, of course, your reward is unlimited because the market never goes down. Woo! You get it? Fake them out, shake them out, VWAP break. And then you take your profit, and now you're up here and you're adjusting risk by placing stops at prior pivots. Now you don't let the stock go back to blue or orange because you're taking profit, and you lock it up. Lock it up. Right? So when you say, well, I don't want to buy this, well, I didn't want to buy Coinbase either. But if you get a little Choparooski, any one of these Choparooskis is a faux show. And if you buy, fake them out, shake them out, and you buy right here, you're not going to allow yourself to lose money. The rookie trader buys something here at 158 thinking they're risking 9 points. You're not risking 9 points. You're risking this, a new risk parameter, a new posture, a new moment that this stock just demonstrated. You know it's still bullish because you're above the orange and the blue. You're in an uptrend. And also what you can do is grab more data. Oh, now I just blew your whole freaking world just now. What did I just do? See, at first you thought that was just random. That's the 1 minute and the 1 day. I'm just grabbing 2 days worth of data. And wouldn't you know it, that little pivot became the 2-day VWAP. So that where you thought was random wasn't random at all. So what we do here at the Hit the Bid trading room is we give you the rigging of the market. And your job is to scroll through 1 day, 2, and let's go see what 3 days gives us. Oh, 3 days. And look where the stock is headed. Chances are to the 3-day VWAP. So what is trading? What is it? What are you doing? You want to know why you're buying something, what your risk is, and where you think it's going. Sorry, it's not where you think it's going. It's where the algorithm is telling you it's probably going to go. There isn't anything else. That's all trading is. Why are you buying it? Where you're going to take a loss on it if you're wrong, and what you're going to do when you're winning. That's it. And if anybody tells you there's more to it, there's not. And what's the best way to be guided through all of those? VWAP and price. It's not a debate. It's not a debate. It's not a debate. We're not here to debate about this. It works. Trades like Reddit, Roblox, Rambus, Affirm, the Qs, MSTR, Coinbase, Hood, Amazon, Google. It's all the same trade. And when you get it, you'll never unget it. So give me a random symbol. I'm going to go UNH because I was thinking about buying this yesterday. Oh, look. These are just coincidences, right? As the stock's being accumulated, it just happens to faux show bro at the VWAP. Oh, it just happens to faux show bro at the VWAP. And it just happens to be going to the 3-day. Yeah, it's just a coincidence. But let's look here. There's the 1 minute. There's the multi-day. Let's go look at 2 days worth of data. Oh, you would have sold some right here. And you're on your way to the what? The 3. And if it goes through the 3, where's it going? To the 4. The script and the algorithmic nature of this market, this is all you need. So you need VWAP. You need the stocks where you're going to trade. And I will give you my secret away. Volume. When does a stock have more volume than normal? I will give you that answer also. When it reports earnings. So you want to trade the stocks that are in play, like like Bitcoin stocks today. Tech is back. Everything's back right now. We're ripping. There's no coming back. Guy in the back still saying, well, you said the market was going to crash. Oh, man, this guy. Right now, don't you hear them yelling? They're screaming. They're in pain and agony. Don't you hear it in the distance? Is it just in my head? I've lived this day on the other side when I used to trade what I thought was going to happen. I really thought the market might go down big today. Well, it's not. Do something about it. That's why you don't trade on what you think. And if you are, you're still not, because I didn't put put the Reddit trade on until what I thought was going to happen was validated by price action and blue line, orange line. Then I have permission to believe that I might be right about something. And look what it just did, my friends. You think this is a coincidence? You think this is a coincidence? Consolidation. 402 get 50, 45. 45 gets you 50. 50 gets you back to the VWAP. VWAP gets you the prior day VWAP. Yeah, these are just coincidences. The whole market's rigged, friends. We have the rigging. And MSTR, what can I tell you? If this thing was at 108, I was loading up on this thing. And that is trading. The quicker you are to realize you know nothing. It's almost like an AA meeting, right? What do they try to teach you there? You ever been to a drug something? Anybody have issues? You all got issues. First thing they teach you, you're powerless to your addiction, right? We're powerless to this trade. We're powerless to the idea that the market is never going to go down for any extended period of time, maybe in our lifetime. What do you think is going to happen on Monday? I don't even care what happens on Monday. I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. We're going to gap up. We're going to try to go down. We're going to faux show, bro. And we're going to go up all fucking day. And I'm going to be breaking shit in my basement. Because I hate bull markets. Because Tom Lee's smiling somewhere. Kathy Wood's patting herself on the back right now. Ooh, good thing the market went up today. We look smart. Shut up. Everyone's a genius in the bull market, right? By the way, faux show, bro, on the bill. I mean, it's every trade, people. Throw out some random symbols. I'll show you. Come on. Give me something random that we haven't looked at yet. Right? How about ELF from the other day, right? Right? Stock got smoked on earnings, right? You come in today, you're looking for a reason to buy it. Yeah, how about a faux show, bro? VWAP break to the orange line. All right? Tesla. Oh, I don't got to look at Tesla. It's doing what the Qs are doing. What do you know? Faux show, bro, VWAP break. Faux show, bro, VWAP hold. Uptrend intact. Rolls over, you're selling there. By the way, BE, that was in play also, right? Oh, wait a second. See? See? We missed one. Check this trade out. That's an earnings reversal. I believe it's an earnings reversal. So listen, guys, you're out there, right? Email me. And you would have seen live what the hell I'm talking about. And you'll be able to navigate the market better than anybody, any of your friends, people who think that this is random. There is no randomness to the market. It's all pre-programmed, right? It's all tied together. Bitcoin's tied to the Qs. The Qs are tied to tech stocks. Tech stocks are tied to everything. Semiconductors, quantum stocks, rare earths, nuclear. It's all one big freaking thing. Sometimes we have what they call sector rotation, but most of the time it's everything go up. And if you're going to fight it, you better know what you're doing. Because last night at 8:30, if you didn't know what we witnessed a faux show freaking bro of epic proportions.
faux show bro VWAP break on the Bitcoin, and we may never see these prices again. You think what's going to happen over the weekend? I don't know what's going to happen over the weekend. I know what's happening now. And you see how the market's continuously ripping? Every little spurt, that's more people or algorithms covering shorts. Good luck. Good luck being a shorter for more than 3 days, right? That's it. That's basically the time frame. Sometimes you get 1 day, sometimes you get 2. Then you get that 3rd day. That's when you start getting, wow, maybe this is something. And it's never something. Now, this whole narrative about the market never going down, if we gap up on Monday and we roll over and UVXY suddenly goes up 3 points, game on, people. That's when we'll short again. But right now, you lose again. Like UNH. Like, who's not buying this thing? What was it? 4-year lows yesterday, right? Got to the price that I was thinking, right? Closed the gap. Yeah. What do I got to show for it? Nothing. But what I'm showing you right here also, these are 10-year, 20-year VWAPs. 15-year VWAP, right? Held that one. Looked like it was kind of come texted again. Anyway, all of this stuff works on multiple time frames. That's what's so good about it. But intraday, without it, you're lost. It's impossible. It's virtually, if you guys are thinking about day trading for real, it's impossible to trade without VWAP. I don't even know how anybody tries, especially as a demented shorter. By the way, anybody notice glowworms been breaking out since their earnings report? Had that one down day on the earnings and just gobbled everything up. This thing breaks 120. I believe it's all-time highs. This is going to like $150 a share. Talk about Andy Dufresne. Jeez. Somebody asked me about this stock. I thought, isn't this still the fiber optic play? What are they into now? Oh my God, it is all-time highs. This is, oh my God, it's like the new Rambus. No, I'm not buying it. I'm definitely not swing trading it, but I'm just pointing it out that this stock probably is going to 120, possibly 150. I'm never swing trading ever again. But that's a sick. That's almost like the silver double top break. That's a 27-year high break today. Congratulations if you've been in the whole time. You just got your money back. Woo! So we've been talking about a lot about this debate, right? You want to debate about whether the market's going up or not, right? If you don't see what's going on, you might be one of them delusional people, right? And it's very hard to explain things to people that are delusional because it's borderline psychotic. I met two of those people this morning, just absolutely psychotic people, dumbest people I've ever seen. I mean, delusional people, man. Who would you say? Huh? Yeah. How the hell is anybody with, with any idea of what's going on stay shorter for more than? I mean, you get 3 days. That's it. It's as much as I mean. That's a bear market. 3 days. Bear market. 3 days, man. Crazy 3 days. But chances are we just saw new generational lows. I hope I'm wrong because that would be fun. But now we know that 587.50 is even more important than the 584.50 now. I could MSTU. MSTU is a leveraged version of MSTR. Percentage wise, it's up huge, but it's cheap. It's a cheap way to trade MSTR. But right now, it's just about sitting back and we're past 12 o'clock. If we don't have if we have a pullback in the middle of the day that holds, we're rallying into the close. We're gapping up on Monday. And if you don't think we could be back at all-time highs within 3 freaking days, I'm not saying we are, but every time we sell off, we're back at all-time highs so much sooner than anybody ever predicts. And that's kind of why I hate the market, because Tom Lee will be right again. I want Tom Lee to have a down year. I want Tom Lee to be exposed. But it's hard to be a loser when you just say the market never goes down. Every dip's a buy. This is definitely the floor. You keep saying it, inevitably you'll be right, and then you're rewarded because the market never goes down. Let's go out on a limb. Let's go out on a limb. Tom Lee, once again, genius. Genius. Amazing. Amazing. Let me give him all my money. He's a freaking genius. Cover and go long last night. That's genius. And listen, if you held any of this stuff, just keep raising your stop. Chances are we've got another 4 hours of this right till 5 into the aftermarket, and we're going to grind and grind and grind all the way. And chances are we'll be at 610, maybe 612.50 on the Qs by the end of the day. And not just 4 o'clock. We're just going to keep going until they shut it off into the gap on Monday. And then it's going to keep going until they shut it off. And we'll make back 90% of the sell-off in less than 12 hours. Good luck being a shorter. But if you're using VWAP, you knew you had to get out of the way or you're going to be broke. All right. I would just, like I said, raise your stops if you're in some of these monsters like Coinbase or Hood or the Qs. Let's see if Amazon's finally the only stock that's really not doing too much. But I still think I think we're gonna be all right. I sold out of it because it broke down. I'm thinking about buying it again. Roblox at highs. Good luck. Seriously. The easy answer is if you never short, then you'll never have to worry again. And again, I don't think anybody's short right now because that's just irresponsible. But man, it's hard to get involved when you were looking at a stock at 146 thinking, all right, if it pulls back to 140, I'm in. And then it's 22 and a half points higher, like Coinbase. Hood, I'm sitting there going, man, I can't wait to see this thing at 70 tomorrow. I can't wait to buy it. It's up 16 points. What am I gonna do about that? Nothing. So I'm gonna go eat a very, very slow lunch. I'm gonna go watch some Resident Alien. I'm gonna go putter around the house, muttering how much I hate the bull market. Look at my 2 trades that I did for profitability on shorts and say, well, I'm happy those worked. And just, if you haven't got it through your head yet, we correct, we sometimes crash, but the market never goes down anymore over any extended period of time. And if you're still going to try to fight that, put VWAP on your charts. You're fighting the world, you're fighting algorithms, and you're fighting there's no words that I have to describe. It doesn't make any sense, but we're in a market that just doesn't go down anymore. That's it. It doesn't make any sense to me anymore. I don't need it to make sense. I've learned my lesson. We're never going down. Cover and go long. All right? I'll see you in an hour or so. But if you're long trades, if you're in some long stocks right now, don't sell. Because we're probably going all the way to 4 o'clock, right into the aftermarket, ripping heads off as they're screaming for mercy. And then we're gapping up on Monday. We're going to grind up all day. And you're talking about what, 618, 622.50 probably Monday by the close? Sorry, I even said that part out loud. I don't care. Just right now, if you're long Coinbase, give yourself 2.5 points of cushion. This thing's probably tacking on another 5, maybe 10. Roblox just ripping. Reddit's probably going to rip. And Amazon, hopefully we get something going. Maybe I could buy that. What we got? The 202s, 205s. 205s are back to what we bought them for now. I'd wish you good luck, but you wouldn't know what to do with it. Don't short stocks for any extended period of time, my friends. Learn from me. It just doesn't work. By the way, this Amazon does look all right. All right, I'll see you guys in about an hour. Back, get it? Hour back. Man, how many times can you get reminded that this market just literally may never have a down year ever again? Because now, I mean, seriously, that could be the biggest pivot of our lifetime. The new bull market could have started. I hope I'm wrong about this. I hope we crash on Monday and terrorize everybody. Like it's just started right there. You see that? So the idea of me standing up. Look at all the red on the screen now. Look at that. Look at that. See that? What the hell's going on? What the hell is going on? All right. I'll see you guys in Vegas. If you're drinking, don't drive. If you're driving, don't drink. And don't forget to tip your solid yellow bartender for hanging out last night. By the way, this Amazon, if you are still in it, congratulations. Let's go. 205s for 180. Look, you had your chance to buy it back at the same exact price. Look at that. All right, I'm going to stay out of it this time. I didn't get the price anyway. So, my friends, if I don't see you, have a great weekend. Email me. You'll be on the right side of the market for the rest of your life. There's no debating with VWAP. There's no debating with price action. And once you understand that you're powerless, literally powerless to the bull market,
You too will be a better trader. Truly understand it. Truly accept it. This market doesn't go down. And when it does, it goes back up. Every time. It's not a debate. Hasta la vista. Hope you had a great day. I'll see you at 3 o'clock. YouTubers, you know where to find me. Hopefully you didn't do any delusional trading this morning. All right, I'm really getting up. Was just about to put the Amazon trade on, but you know what? I'm gonna sit it out. I'm gonna wait 2 hours, see what the last hour has in store for us. Missing this Coinbase trade is that's all I'm gonna be thinking about for the next 3 weeks. Haven't traded Coinbase. I don't even remember the last time. Well, there you go, Amazon. It's like it listening to me, right? There it is. Oh, he said he wasn't going to buy it. Let's rip this thing now. By the time I get back from the sandwich I'm about to eat, it'll probably be at 2:11. Well, hope you guys are still in it because it's the only trade that's kind of still attractive. Consolidation above VWAP, little range break. And if anybody's in that IREN, damn. MSTR, oh my God, it's just a frenzy. All right, don't forget to reach out. I'm putting together a text chain WhatsApp group thing for Vegas. Make sure you got your email to me so I know what size you are. Everybody gets a t-shirt. And I'll see you around 2 o'clock. Or if the market starts crashing a little bit sooner. I doubt that one's going to happen. And if you are in Amazon, I'm rooting for you. All right. Be careful out there, friends. Bye-bye.